All right, so here is a list of every character that is the best at each aspect of combat or fighting made by someone on Reddit. Let's get into it. For strength, they have Sukuna and then Yuji at second place. By the way, the tiny picture means second place. No, absolutely not. Yuji is definitely the strongest in terms of physical raw strength. Sukuna might be second, but Yuji's definitely first. Then for speed, as in just base physical speed, we have Gojo for first and Kashimo for second. Now this one I'm a little bit torn on, because while Gojo is very, very fast, and in the Shibuya incident it is said that the only person that is faster than Naobito with his curse technique is Gojo, but that was only talking about sorcerers, and obviously Kashimo hadn't showed up at that point. So does that include people like Jogo, who's not a sorcerer, and then Toji and Maki, who don't have cursed energy, and then Kashimo, who's a new character? Because personally, I think that Kashimo, Maki, and Toji are all physically faster than Gojo. Gojo might have a reaction time on par with theirs, but not in terms of like running speed. And I think Jogo is very, very fast too. I do think that Gojo would be faster than him though. And then there's also Naoya. Naoya is really, really fast. So honestly, it's probably him, and his cursed spirit form Naoya is probably the fastest. Then we have durability, and again, they put Sukuna at 1 and Yuji at 2. Now, Gojo does not count for this because of Infinity. Like, obviously, Limitless is going to make him the most durable, but this is just the person's base durability. And again, I would put Yuji at number 1 and Sukuna at 2. They are both incredibly durable characters. I would say that even Choso has a shot at this, but I would say that Yuji is more durable than Sukuna, although honestly, this one I'm not as passionate about. It's okay with having Sukuna at 1. Next up, we've got agility, and they put Gojo at number 1, and then Maki/Toji at number 2. This one is another one where I feel like it's kind of a toss-up, because Maki and Toji are definitely physically more powerful than Gojo, but Gojo is Gojo. Next up, we've got agility, and again, they put Gojo at number 1, and then Maki and Toji at number 2, kind of saying that they're the same, which, I mean, they pretty much are. You can't really prove it either way for a category like this. And once again, I'm not going to be giving credit to Gojo. I think that Maki and Toji have better agility than the Honored one does. This is a bit of a skewed comparison to make, but Toji severely outperformed a young Gojo in terms of agility. And yes, Gojo was much younger. Yes, he's gotten significantly stronger and just physically more powerful. But I still think that that vast difference hasn't been fully made up with yet. So I think that Maki and Toji are going to be more agile than Gojo. Although this is a really hard category to measure. Then we have endurance. And again, Sukuna at 1, Yuji at 2. Endurance, I'm more inclined to go with Sukuna, although I think Kenjaku is actually a pretty decent option for this. So is Maki and Toji, really. Endurance is a bit of a hard category to measure, like agility. So Sukuna at first, yeah, you could give him that, but again, if you gave it to Yuji, I wouldn't complain. IQ, they gave it to Todo, and they didn't put a second place, saying that Todo's IQ is by far the smartest. And I've got to agree. There are people out there who say that his IQ is delusional, and that him saying he has an IQ of 530,000 is an exaggeration because he's schizophrenic or whatever, and those people are just haters. For battle IQ, they put Sukuna at 1 and then Kenjaku at 2. This one I think is fine, although I do think that Todo needs to also be in this conversation. While it is true that Todo is smarter than both of these characters combined, his battle IQ is on par with Sukuna and Kenjaku's. The reason I say that is because Boogie Woogie is incredibly hard to use to the degree that Todo uses it. Mahito, one of the most just potent characters and most capable characters and fastest learner, was completely unable to predict Boogie Woogie, and even though he knew it was going to happen, he still had no way of managing himself against it. And that just takes a significant amount of battle IQ. I'm not going to say that he has more than Sukuna and Kenjaku, but I think he needs to be put in the conversation. For hand-to-hand, they put Sukuna and then Kenjaku. Well, this is just wrong. Gojo does have a better hand-to-hand, even against a 4-armed Sukuna. Sukuna and Kenjaku both have very, very good, but Gojo's better. Abilities is another interesting category to measure, because we've got Gojo at number 1 and then Yuta at number 2. Now, if it's versatility, in which case Yuta definitely is probably the best, Kenjaku for a close second, Sukuna for third, but if it's the power of each individual ability, then Gojo at number 1 makes total sense, because Limitless is by far the most broken technique. But then I don't know if Yuta would be number 2. Then I think it would be Sukuna, because the Shrine technique is just really, really strong, and Fuga, the flame attack, is just incredible. So if it's based on versatility, I would go Yuta and then Kenjaku, but if it's based on the power of a singular ability, I would go Gojo, then Sukuna. And then we have power, but this is actually completely wrong, because if it's saying that a singular attack being at its maximum power output, it's neither of them. Hollow Purple is incredibly strong, and then I guess like Jacob's Ladder you could consider for Yuta, but Yuki's Black Hole is by far the singularly most powerful attack in the series. Again, this one is completely wrong. For hacks, they have Sukuna at 1 and Yuta at 2, and the clear answer is Takaba. Takaba's hacks are literally immeasurable, literally universe breaking. He just doesn't know how to use the technique. Takaba's technique literally breaks the entire universe in half if he wants to. So don't talk about hacks without saying Takaba's an easy number 1. For attack potential, it's definitely not Sukuna or Kenjaku. It's again going to be Yuki, because any singular attack is going to be far more powerful than any singular attack from Sukuna and Kenjaku. Also, really every character in JJK at the absolute most is city block. Yuki is universal because of Black Hole. So when it comes to singular attack potential, it's definitely going to be Yuki. They do give damage capability to Yuki. I'm pretty sure that's what DC means, in which case, yes, it's going to be Yuki. Cursed Energy Reserves is Sukuna and then Yuta. This is just objectively correct. It's stated by the narrator for this to be the case, so no arguing here. And then finally, Cursed Energy Efficiency. And we've got Gojo and Kenjaku. Gojo's 100% number 1. Number 2, yeah, probably Kenjaku could also be Sukuna. Even Ryu, although I guess that's the most pure way of using Cursed Energy, which I don't necessarily know if that counts as efficiency, but in terms of just the best way to use all of your Cursed Energy, yeah, Gojo number 1, Kenjaku number 2. That was definitely one of my longest videos, so if you watched all the way till the end, thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe or follow for more, and comment below what you disagreed with the most or what you agreed with the most. Have a great day.